this October channel update video. I have been wanting to do a kind of update video for a while now, but was very undecided in my mind about a few things. Kind of come to that point, I guess, that everybody comes to when they have this sort of, I guess, project, which it is for me, or hobby, and things like that, where you kind of after doing this now for, I guess, a year and 10 months or so, you kind of think, do I need a bit of a shake-up? What am I doing? You know, where does the future hold? That type of thing, really. You know, all those big existential questions you ask yourself every day. I'm kind of joking. I've not really thought of it that hard, but, you know. Now, let's talk about, well, first off, let's talk about what's in the background. So in the background you'll see some Divinity Original Sin 2. It's not from the playthrough I'm currently doing on my channel, so it's, I guess, vaguely spoiler free, but it is there. And also the music you can hear in the background is the Divinity soundtrack. It's wonderful. The whole game is wonderful. Probably going to do a video just kind of explaining a bit more about it, why you should give it a go, I think, especially in today's modern day climate. But yeah, so I wanted to do this because I think, especially as my channel's been very, well, certain content has kind of disappeared recently, and you might be wondering where some of them have gone, because I've always tried to pride myself on finishing a series and said that, and some of you may be thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute, we're missing things like KOTOR and Mass Effect and all that type of thing. Well, don't worry, they're coming back. Essentially, I need to probably go back to early-ish September when, around the time Destiny 2 came out, my internet went down for like, I think it was like a week or so, and that was a massive pain. It did really get me down, not gonna lie. I'm kind of embarrassed to say it got me down because, you know, having like internet, it feels like it's such a kind of first world problem, but actually, you know, you don't realise how much you miss it, especially when you are trying to also, you know, run a YouTube channel as well. It's kind of vital, and it kind of definitely bummed me out a lot as well, and for other reasons, you know, not just to do with the channel as well. And although I obviously could have carried on playing some of those other games, I was just in a place where I was kind of so bummed out and not being able to play more Destiny and go through and do that type of thing, that, like, you know, I kind of fell into that thing of like not wanting to do anything else, and you know, it was a pain. And although I think from a channel point of view, I think I still managed to get a Destiny video up at least every day, I think, from that kind of first week. You know, it did kind of hurt me a little bit about the way that kind of happened. So yeah, but then again, in life you have to kind of deal with the way things are, take the rough with the smooth, and yeah, just go about it from there, really. So here we are, I guess, like maybe like a month later from that, and after also probably the other thing which has led to some of my content being a bit, shall we say, narrow, more narrow than normal, i.e. I've really only got about 4 games that I'm playing through on the channel at the minute, or main ones, I guess. Another reason for that is just because there are certain games which have come out which I have just enjoyed so much and gorged myself upon, if you like that. I just haven't gotten around to playing the other games, but you know, I kind of realised that one of the things I need to do is get myself onto a schedule with the channel for you guys as much as me, so that I know when something's going to go up, and you guys know that if you're following a particular series, or you know, particular day, you're just wondering what's going to go on, then it's up there because I think it's useful personally. So yeah, I'll kind of just flash up the schedule now that I'm going to go to, and we'll discuss some stuff, because the main one you're probably going to wonder about is Hearthstone. There's no Hearthstone on the channel schedule whatsoever, because, and there hasn't been any Hearthstone on my channel now for about 3 weeks or so, maybe 4 by the time this comes out, but there's a reason for that, and that reason is that I don't want to play Hearthstone anymore. I could probably rant on about this for like an hour. Maybe I'll do a whole separate video on Hearthstone and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I've loved my time with Hearthstone. I have like more videos on Hearthstone on my channel than anything else. I've got like over 150, I think, and I've loved my time with it, and I've spent a lot of money on the game. But I feel the direction the game is going in. The power creep that's coming in, the 3 expansions a year, you know, no adventure, although I know arguably there was an adventure with the last expansion, but you get what I'm saying. It's more about the cards you earn than about other things. Yeah, and just the cost of trying to remain competitive in that game and enjoy it, and you know, it when Hearthstone first came out, it did feel like it was free to play, and then you could kind of invest a bit of money in there to boost yourself. Now it feels like you kind of have to spend money, or else just grind, and I'm not a guy who likes, or even has the time to do that. So yeah, there comes a point where you just could be like, I'm out, and I think I'm out. It would take a big change in Hearthstone's system for me to go back to it, but never say never. There might be a point whereby I maybe pick up an arena run here or there because I just kind of miss playing the game or something like that. And I know this may disappoint a lot of you, because a lot of you may really enjoy the Hearthstone content on my channel and really like it, but financially it's just not viable, and because I'm just not enjoying playing the game as much anymore. You would think I would, because I've always been a kind of a priest, like a lover. Priest has kind of come back more than ever, stronger than ever in this recent expansion. But yeah, it's not working for me right now. There's, as I said, too much power creep with these hero cards and things like that, and it just feels like if you don't have certain cards, then you just can't be in any way competitive, and I think that's sad. Not that I was really ever that competitive in the first place, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the way it goes, I guess, with that. So apologies if you enjoy Hearthstone, but for the foreseeable future it's not going to be on there. But let's go through the channel schedule, and I'll talk about things that are going on, I guess, on the channel. So Mondays are going to be XCOM 2 and Destiny 2. I'm dropping XCOM down to just 1 day a week. It's not been particularly popular with people, I do appreciate that, but I do really enjoy playing it, and I do want to continue to play it, so I'm still going to put up videos on it. There might be like longer videos, there might even be like an hour and a half if you're lucky, on that, so bear that in mind, I guess. And Destiny 2, well, I'm still enjoying Destiny 2, and there's still things to do in there as well. I've still got a lot to do. And yes, I am going to get round to doing the raid at some point and stuff like that. I'm in a clan, and you know, I can do all that stuff, so you know, bear with me on that one. Tuesday we have fantasy football, which has honestly been the biggest surprise to me in the world that people are actually watching those videos, because when I first did it I was like, oh, you know what, this sounds like a fun idea, and it will also keep me engaged in the fantasy football side of things, because what I'm known for doing in fantasy football is playing the first few weeks and then just totally forgetting about it, and then looking back at it like 3 months later and being like, oh yeah, that was my team, I should really have done that. And it's kind of as much for me as it is for you guys out there, to enjoy, I guess, hopefully. And I think a lot of you have been enjoying it. It surprises me how many views I get on those videos, but people love the footballs. And then Divinity Original Sin 2. Now again, Divinity Original Sin 2 is not the most, I guess, popular series. I think it is fairly popular with people, but my god, I'm in love with this game just so much. It's so good that I need to put it up on the channel to just convince more people to try this game out. I might even do a video on it as well. I think I said that, to try and show what it's about and how good it is, because honestly it's even if you're not a fan of that type of game, it's well worth playing because it just does so much. It's such a good game. Wednesday we'll see the return of Knights of the Old Republic 2. Yes, that's right, I do intend upon finishing that game. I think we've still got a ways to go with that, so bear with me on that. But I do want to finish it. As I say, I like anything with the story and stuff like that. I like to finish, because it's nice. I know even if there's only 20 people watching it, it's there. I like to have a complete series on something, and that gives me an enjoyment factor as well. Which, at the end of the day, if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, then there's not much point in doing it, because I make very, 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 very little money off this channel anyway. And then we got FIFA 18. FIFA 18 has been massively popular on my channel. I understand why. I'm also really enjoying it, which is good. The career mode was a good thing to do for me. Because number one, well, I mean, people keep asking me to do. Firstly, they keep asking me to do the draft, in the Ultimate Team draft, and they keep asking me to do Ultimate Team. I'm not going to do the Ultimate Team draft because I don't like it. It's expensive, and you can just do one game and then you lose. So I don't like that, and I'm not going to do it unless unless EA gave out a free pass or something like that. Then I'd do it. But I'm not going to spend money on that. I think it's a rip-off personally. And the Ultimate Team, I'm enjoying not doing Ultimate Team, and I usually arrive in Ultimate Team a bit later because then the prices start to get a bit more realistic for things. Whenever a new FIFA comes out in Ultimate Team, the prices for anything are really high. And again, I'm not a grindy sort of person, so I don't want to have to, I'd have a pretty bad squad because I wouldn't be able to afford many players, so it wouldn't be as fun for me. And I'm actually enjoying the challenge of the career mode right now, so I've got no plans to do any Ultimate Team right now, but maybe next year I will jump in and do that. But the career mode I'm really enjoying. The challenge is high. I'm not the greatest FIFA player by any means, and I'm not playing with the greatest squad of players in FIFA, but I am really enjoying the challenge of it, the ups and downs. There are times I want to throw my controller across the room, as you guys well know, and there are times when, I want to take my controller to bed and give it a good cuddle, but, that is FIFA all over, the ups and the downs. It wouldn't be the same game if it wasn't. I've got a lot of thoughts on FIFA 18 compared to previous things in the series, particularly the defending side of it, but maybe I'll save that all for a video anyway, a separate video. But yeah, so really enjoying that as well, and I'm glad that it's popular with people. As you can see, it's on 3 times in the week, because I know just how popular it is, and because I've got a big backlog of videos. That's something to bear in mind with FIFA, by the way, is that I do have quite a backlog of videos, maybe 10 videos in the backlog. So if you are giving me advice or asking things, bear in mind I may not be able to address that for quite some time in the series, but hopefully you'll still enjoy it. Thursday sees the return of Mass Effect again, kind of storyline thing I want to finish, and I want to get through and play the other Mass Effect games as well. I was planning to do 2 and 3. 2 and 3 will probably be a bit easier easier, shall we say, because they're better games. Mass Effect 1, I love the story, but the game is janky as hell, and graphically doesn't really hold up too well nowadays. But hopefully I can do something mod wise with 2 and 3. I mean 3 looks really good, to be fair. 2 still holds up pretty well, so we'll see what happens. But I love those games as well, so I plan on playing through those. Again, when you see like a KOTOR or a Mass Effect, they might be slightly longer videos because there's only one a week, and then the FIFA and Divinities might be the kind of like 40-minute-ish videos that I usually put up. So yeah, we've got Mass Effect, and then we've got Guest. So you'll see Guest on Thursday and Friday. That means I'm going to do like a maybe a one-off, maybe a mini-series, maybe something different that's going to come along, and we'll kind of take it from there, really. So yeah, kind of bear that in mind, I guess. Friday, FIFA 18, and also another Guest. I've got a few things in mind. One of the things is probably going to be Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. I'm going to start playing that pretty soon, maybe around the middle of the month. I'm going to start that, so not very far off. I'd like to do some like builds in The Sims and stuff like that, which is something very different to what I normally do. I've got some old Xbox 360 games which I found, and I'd like to maybe just jump into and see that again as well. Not necessarily doing an entire playthrough, but maybe just doing some bits and bobs on it. So yeah, so I think that's pretty cool to have some like different videos there, and even if it is like I haven't got something to do on both Guest sides, it might just be like another Divinity or another Destiny or another FIFA or something like that along the lines of. So kind of bear that in mind. But they're kind of like gaps for me to allow to play around and do something as a one-off on there. So yeah, and then Friday FIFA 18, and Guest, as I said. Saturday Destiny 2 and Divinity. Sunday Sherlock the Devil's Daughter, which I'm enjoying, but God, it's different, isn't it? Like the different Sherlock and stuff like that. It's still really interesting, and the mystery and stuff like that is still really good, and I like it a lot. But it is very different from the Crimes and Punishment game. And then FIFA 18. So the other omission you might notice there is Skyrim. I'm taking a bit of a break from Skyrim. You might see a couple of videos because I wanted to test out the new survival mode which Bethesda put in the game. It's kind of like an official mod, if you like. So I might do just like a hardcore couple of episodes where if my character dies, it dies, and just see what happens really with the survival stuff. But I am going to get back to Skyrim. I've got plans for that series, don't worry. I'm just going to take maybe like, I mean, I don't know if it's going to come back this year yet. It could come back in December, so bear that in mind. But otherwise it will come back in the new year for certain, like January at the latest. So yeah, and that's not that far off when you think about it really. But with like some other big games coming out this year which I kind of want to play, then something's got to kind of give. That makes sense. And while I love Skyrim, and I know you guys love Skyrim as well, at the minute I feel like I'm at a position where I can just hold off and maybe go for a chapter 2, you know, as we go, still continuing on from where we were, but finding out how Vass is going to cure his vampirism, if he even is going to cure his vampirism, and you know, take it from there really, and the interesting kind of side of things. I always said that series will be a very long one, a 200 plus kind of thing, and I'm sticking to that. It will be. The other thing with Skyrim is that the Skyrim the Skyrim script editor, which is an essential function for a lot of really good mods, has just entered the kind of alpha phase, I think, of its development. So I would also like to wait until that perhaps maps is released properly, and then we will see some fantastic mods which will change up a lot of the combat, and it will allow me to use Sky UI, which is so much better than the vanilla Skyrim infantry system, and do that kind of thing. So I'm kind of also like, it's a good opportunity. I wouldn't say that this was the reason why, it was just a happy coincidence, but it's a good opportunity for me to kind of wait and then allow that to come out, and then I can get some more interesting mods kind of come in and do stuff with that. So really looking forward to that. Actually, that's going to be awesome. It's so strange that I'm still going to be playing Skyrim into 2018 and beyond, really. I mean, I don't know when I'll ever stop playing Skyrim, if I'll ever stop playing it. It's coming out on the Switch soon. I was even tempted to be like, oh, Skyrim on the Switch. Man, playing Skyrim on the toilet would be awesome, wouldn't it? But there you go. So yeah, that's kind of the channel schedule. So, if there's something on there, I think Bioshock Infinite's the other one which I cut. As I said, I like to finish story ones, but I really wasn't feeling it too much. I always felt with Bioshock Infinite, and I definitely feel it at the minute with it, it was a bit too gunplay-esque and not enough story. Now I may actually just skip straight to the DLC, because one of the reasons why I wanted to play that was because of the DLC, which I hadn't played, so I may still play the DLC to Bioshock Infinite. So bear with me on that. That could turn up on one of those guest spots, but yeah, we'll see. So I guess it's just really been an update to just say to you guys, firstly, thanks a lot for sticking around on my channel and watching my vids. I'm really pleased with how things are going. We're kind of around about 300 off 3,000 at the minute, and also coming very close to 500,000 views, lifetime views, which is just amazing. It's incredible. Also, my kind of average views over 2 days, I say over 2 days because when I use the Studio app, which is like the YouTube channel app, for some weird reason, it's kind of view count thing works on a 48-hour basis, but I'm frequently over 3,000 views for that 48 hours, which was something which, maybe 6 months ago I was only hitting 2,000, so it's shot up a lot. So I'm really happy about that. Thank you so much for that. I know Destiny and FIFA have really helped that kind of thing. And yeah, as I said, we're approaching 500,000 real time, but lifetime views, which is kind of incredible. That's a bizarre number to think that someone's clicked on my channel that many times. And 3,000 subs before the end of the year would be fantastic as well. That would pretty much bring me into double what I managed to do last year, which, you can't argue with those sort of numbers. ASMR as a whole is just beginning to skyrocket. We're seeing ASMR videos from like Gentle Whispering and God, I've forgotten her name now. ASMR Darling, that's the one, who are regularly featuring on the trending page of YouTube. Now, you could argue and say, well, that's more of a cultivated thing than anything else, but at the end of the day, if YouTube are taking notice of it, that's only a good thing for everybody, so that's fantastic, and we're always seeing new channels popping up everywhere. I'm seeing lots of really cool new, like, ASMR gaming channels popping up everywhere, and yeah, it's fantastic to see. YouTube is not really the same as it was a few years ago, but I feel like there's still enough ability for people to be creative and innovative and to release this kind of content which people can enjoy, that it's still a worthwhile thing to get into. So, by all means, if it's something you think about doing, please do it. There won't be a better time than now to start in the future on that type of thing. Don't be that person who holds off for years and then regrets it all. Just do your thing now. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. So thanks a lot for watching. As always, my pleasure. If you have any questions or anything you want just leave a comment. I'm always happy to answer anything. I don't take offence to very much either, so you know, whenever people criticise anything, I'm not a person who takes things like that to heart. So feel free to lambast my FIFA skills, or lack of, as we go through. But till then, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you next time.